So, semen retention, men who actually are doing stuff in life, powerful men who actually got money, who actually doing stuff, who actually kind of is not like a bum or anything. You don't never see those guys getting in fights. Every dude I be looking at that got money and is successful and you know what I'm saying, they got a lot of stuff going on with their life in a positive way. You never see these guys, you know what I'm saying, getting in fights and being mad or ready to fight somebody. I think what you see with a lot of lower income communities and a lot of black communities, like just people where we're not making that much money, and I wouldn't say it's a black or a white thing or just a race thing, but I think it's more probably an income thing too. But the richer people, a lot of the times I see people with more money, even if it's black or white, richer people are less violent. You get what I'm saying? And I think that comes to playing with a character of a person. Like people who actually have stuff going on in their life and they got things to do. They're not over here trying to act tough and like, oh, I'm more man than you and I'm tougher than you and I can beat you in a fight. You see that with a lot of people who live on the street and who poor and they don't got a job and they ain't taking care of themselves. You know, you see them getting mad, wanting to fight, wanting to kind of pump their chest up in front of everybody, and they kind of quick to anger. They quick to yell. They quick to be loud. You know, they're like more like an animal. You know, people with money, I see. You know what I'm saying? They take care of themselves. They calm. They cool. They collected. They making moves. You know what I'm saying? They're actually kind of. I feel like they're controlling themselves more from a mental aspect. You know, and I believe with semen retention, you get out of the mindset of just a worker mindset or just a, you know, you start to have more of like a boss energy to you. Like you're gonna run things not gonna run you. You know, and I think when you do that, bro, you stop being a man that's gonna be like quick to fight, quick to try to outman another man. You get what I'm saying, or try to, you know, uh fight and stuff like that. And I'm not saying it's any, like, you know, that's not a part of, you know, that can't be a part of being a man and stuff, but I think you really just see more men being violent and more men being quick to anger when they don't have money, when they're not on their purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see them being more like quick to argue with you, quick to ready to fight you, and you see that with people who don't have nothing going on with their life, black or white people. You know, I don't know why I keep trying to bring that in like black or white people, but really any man, you know what I'm saying? You see the man that's getting money, that's successful in life, and they're focused on what they need to do in life. They're not sitting down. They're not around trying to fight nobody. They're not around arguing and getting super mad at people and doing all this other stuff. Richer people who got more money, people who are more successful, they're not men in particular. The more money you have and the more success you have and the more kind of purpose you have in your life, you don't be wanting, you don't get into fights, you don't argue with people all the time, you don't be quick to yell and be mad at people, you know. And sometimes it make me think like a lot of men focus on working out and focus on, you know what I'm saying, just the physical aspect of stuff. But to me that's the baseline. Like you can take care of your body, you can do all that, but you got to take care of yourself mentally. Because to me that's really way more important. Your body is important too, but really it's really a mental thing more than anything, because another part when it comes to taking care of your body physically, the most important thing is what you eat. It's not even, to me, in my opinion, what you eat is way more important than working out. You get what I'm saying? If God gave me a wish, or I had a wish to, you know what I'm saying, eat healthy or just be able to work out and still not be able to eat right, I would choose to never work out, or to never like seriously work out and just eat right. And I just walk every day. You get what I'm saying? I think it's way more important, you know. But yeah, we gotta look at things like that because what dudes would like think about it. Look at every man that's super successful, and you can look on a global scale, or you can look in your the people that you live around. The men with the more money, the men with the they got the most stuff going on financially, and they have a lot of success. You don't see these men around town wasting their time arguing with people over meaningless stuff and ready to fight you, and like a very like street level, low level type of acting. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I be thinking too, man. Because that's why I don't care to get in a fight with any dude or any man or anything, because it wastes a lot of time, man. Like that don't waste a lot of time, you know. But I do understand a dude can disrespect you, but sometimes a lot of men just be fishing for a dude to disrespect them, or they be, you know what I'm saying, ready to pull out a gun or ready to just do something violent. You know what I'm saying? Smarter, more emotionally controlled men, they're not they're not right there sitting waiting to argue with you, sitting to try to hurt you, sitting to be violent. You know what I'm saying? Or ready to fight and stuff. They not in that mindset. The dudes with no money, with nothing to their name, with no purpose in life, those are the dudes that's gonna be ready to fight, ready to try to, do the most with you, And that's something that's be aggravating too, man. Like, and I see that even when around my town, people that I done grew up with, like, you see dudes in jail and you hear about dudes getting in fights and stuff, and it just be like, as you get older, all that stuff start to not matter, and that's why I be looking at a lot of dudes that I grew up with and dudes that I just see in general. Like, are you gonna act like a thug until you in your 40s and your 30s and your 50s and stuff? You get what I'm saying? Like, when is all that acting tough and I'm a thug and I'm a crip and I'm a blood and I'm a gangster? That stuff start to just look childish. I feel like as you get older, man, because it's like it's just, and girls be liking it too. Girls be liking it, but those don't be the girls that you be wanting to really do anything long term with or be with, even in short term either. You know, but I mean, yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.